let's get into the game with Mo and Rad. I am so excited to start kicking this off.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't get better than that. MOHAMED LIGHT, this is the player that everybody wants to be watching. Right there, Bomber, Dark Prince, Bandit on the bottom. This could be a battle of meta decks.
Yeah, I mean, Mo is someone that usually sticks pretty close to the meta, and we see our first champion, Archer Queen here, and I mean, look, if you're Red, you're feeling good. You see Archer Queen, you have Lightning, that's a good start.
Yeah, and I mean, the fact that he used the Lightning so quickly means that he was prepared for that. He knew that as soon as the Archer Queen gets up, he has to be cycling Lightnings. He doesn't want to fall behind where he gets in this weird cycle where he needs to cycle one Lightning on top of an Archer Queen, and then he already has another Archer Queen up. So I like that he's already set up where he knows what he wants to do.
Yeah, the only thing that just starting off right here, you do know that Mo likes to cycle quickly, and he does have those skellies. The Bomber is 2 elixir nowadays. I know back in the day, we used to have to spend a little bit more for that, so it does seem like he might fall behind a little bit with his deck, but overall, it seems like it's a good early start. I'm not too sure about the NATO there. It does get the Archer Queen, but it might have been a little bit of an overspend.
Yeah, right here we do have the Ram Rider going to be able to halt the progress of the Electro Giant. Barbell is going to come in as well, and that's going to be a nice cleanup. Electro Giant might get to the tower, does get one zap, but the Ram Rider is going to lock on, and a nice early lead for Rad.
This is where you see that World Finals experience, right? You usually don't see Mo with that type of NATO. He's very patient, he waits for the right moment, but at the end of the day, Rad has all the experience when it comes to this, and you spoke about it a little bit. It seemed like he was expecting an Archer Queen very early on, and that's because they had 1 month to prepare for this. So there is that mind game of, hey, do I actually think you're going to play this? Will I play this? Am I going to go completely off meta? And to be fair to Mo, he doesn't really use E-Giant all that much.
Yeah, absolutely. I like the deck from Radwimps right here. He has to be very careful about how everything is getting set up right here. But I don't know how I feel about these Ram Riders. It's working out so far, but we see this a lot where the Ram Riders work early on, and then one thing happens, and then all of a sudden the Electro Giants get through.
Yeah, and he also has to be careful about a Ram Rider like that, because once that's on his side, if there is an E-Giant on, and we're going to get our first connection here from Mo, that E-Giant connects one time and it does so much damage. But to your point, that Ram Rider, once it's on the other side, he can actually stop it with an E-Giant. Yes, you stop the E-Giant, but that zap continuously resets the charge from the Ram Rider. So their win conditions are both equally good when it comes to defense as well.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the reason why we're seeing these decks be used, because both players want a type of deck which allow... Oh, and that's gonna be
that was a beautiful
Archer Queen.
Yeah, that was such a smart play out of him. And we see this, E-Giant is completely defensive. He is not planning to really do much with it, but he does force out something, because a half-health E-Giant is like a full health any troop in the game when it does get onto your tower. So Mo is being Mo right now. It started off a bit shaky, but it seems like he's taking full control of the match.
And he has to use the Lightning on top of the Bridge Archer Queen. This is such a difficult position for him. Doesn't have the MK. He has to be careful about how he uses the Ghost. I mean, we see it right here. Electro Giant at the bridge. He doesn't have the right answer, because even when he plays the Ram Riders low, the Ram Riders off to the side, he protects with Skellies, he protects with Bar Barrel, and he can just NATO everything together. I don't know if he's going to be able to do anything about this.
Yeah, this is going to be game over unless he gets a Lightning block. He tries it, but just not enough troops. And you see Rad, right? Like, he is just raw emotion every time. You get that no matter what, win or loss. But at the same time, Mo just showing off that he is the #1 seed for a reason. I mean, we don't have to wait any longer. We don't have to predict anymore. It's just straight gameplay. And Rad actually going with a bait sort of deck against Mo. And
there we go. We have the Skeleton King. I love this. I've seen it on ladder so many times where people cycle the Skarmy in the back behind the King Tower and then allow the skeletons to die, so that way the Skeleton King gets popped up. And I like this deck. This is exactly what Rad needs to be, you know, pulling out if he wants to stand a chance. You use the Skeleton King, you get kind of cute, and look, most times when we say a player is getting cute, it's a negative. Right here, I think this is a positive. I think if he wants to win, this is how he does it.
Yeah, I agree with you. Catching Mo off guard with something that you don't really practice a lot against this. It's not seen that much in competitive play. We were actually all talking about that earlier, right? We were talking about it in the caster's room. You could say that we don't know if we're even going to see this card. So one-on-one against Mo, mirror matches, same type of decks, or decks that he's practiced a million times against, you probably won't beat him. I love the deck choice as well, but we have to see, because look, if there's one thing I learned is that you don't bet against Mo with interactions. Yeah. He knows everything.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the way this deck is set up, yes, he's able to, I mean, we see it right here. He gets the skeleton barrel to pop. It allows him to charge up the 2 elixir usage of the hero, but he has bar barrel, he has hunter, he has Ewiz, Mega Knight, Ghost. Every single possible answer that you could even conjure up is in MOHAMED Light's deck. Game number 2, and he has a hard counter, you know, within the first 2 minutes.
This has been kind of a story for Mo, right? Mo has been incredible, and I don't want to take absolutely anything away from him, but his duo with Julesy has been perfection all year long. I think his success is mainly due to his skill, but Julesy has been such a huge component. We see the dash there from the Golden Knight. We were talking about it. If you play things in the back and you are going against Golden Knight, it is a risk that it'll always splash on tower. I like this fireball. Get that Dark Goblin out of the way, so you do not have to use that bar barrel on it. He can bar barrel Ewiz whenever he wants on the left-hand side, and we probably will see an Ewiz here, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's an easy defense right here, but I love what RAD is doing. He's trying to force out Elixir, he's trying to force out certain cards. If you want to give yourself a chance in this kind of matchup, that's exactly what you have to do. We saw right there, he tanked the shot. We knew that the Golden Knight was going to be able to dash on the tower.
Oh, what a nice dash.
Yeah, I mean, look, the dash works, but I like how he's pressuring a lot. This is the only way to give himself a shot. This is great gameplay coming in from RAD.
Yeah, I thought that dash was going to be enough for the Ram Rider to actually connect, and this forces out the Ewiz. Now he doesn't have anything for the bats either, so he needs to be very careful here. That hit is actually a big deal. When your deck does this little damage over this much time, you cannot take an Ewiz hit. He is able to get back in cycle without the bats doing any harm. I would have loved to see RAD save those bats, play it behind the card to really force something else out. He had nothing in cycle, he had no Ewiz, and that Hunter is usually going to get tanked for first, so the bats could have done a ton of damage, but now he's going other lane. I think this is the only way he can win. I just don't see how.
Yeah, really it comes down to how is he going to utilize his Dark Goblin right here. He is going to get the dash, and he is going to allow it to dash onto the Dark Goblin. He cannot let that happen. We see in the left lane down to 1,700, 3 troops on the board. I don't think he can stop this.
That's it. That's GG. Fireball comes in case there was a Skarmy happening, but the Mega Knight jumping in. Mo Light is moving on. I love seeing RAD celebrate. That's why I'm sad right now. I am a Mo Light fan. I've been a Mo Light fan for a long time, but we don't get to see a RAD celebration in this World Finals, but congratulations to Mo. That was perfectly played.
There's a reason why he has a 74.4%. I mean, we can update it. Now it's 74.7%. Look,
good math.
Thank you. I made it up. I could be wrong. But yeah, he played a great game, great deck choices. There's really no negative right there.